There she be, gentlemen. Ready for gluing. The good, bad, and the ugly. The good, I didn't waste any wood or cut anything that was undoable and I had to recut it again. The bad, I miscalculated on a couple of these measurements here. Got that one a little bit short. A little bit short. Cut this one with the skill saw and the skill saw guide, so it was much easier to get it even all the way along. This, which was going to probably be the bottom, which is now the top, looks pretty good there, no problem. Here, we kind of missed a little bit. Not sure what happened. Not sure what happened when I made dang sure that both of these sides were exactly the same height. How did it end up not being equal when I cut a square piece? I don't know. And like I said, you know, the table saw is great. It just, the only problem is it assumes that everything you're doing is perfectly square. And sometimes in the world of dwoodog, his carpentry skills are a little shaky, and sometimes stuff don't turn out perfectly square the way he would like it to. So, what do we got to do today then? What we're going to do is we are going to, I had to turn the heater on, it's still pretty chilly in here, it's only about like 10 degrees only. So it's reasonably okay outside. I still got a few outside things to do, not including the firewood, but we'll get to those. Let's not. I want to make a bit more headway on this before we start worrying about something else. Let's see if we can get at least 2 more solid times out here and see what we can accomplish. So we're going to glue up today. We've got enough clamps, and I think we're relatively good to go. We're going to use the brad nailer to pin a few things to make sure that everything holds in place very good. So we should be in a good place. Let's get going. I'll bring you with me. Like I said, this isn't going to be a long, drawn-out series. We're going to try to move things along fast. I finished editing the day 3 and 4. I guess you could call that. I don't know. It'll be, I think, the second video going up. You'll see. I've cut it down quite a bit to about under 15 minutes. So, like I said, I want to move this along quick. There's no reason to have, you know, a 45-minute video on cutting some dadoes and watching me just mucking around, fumbling about. So let's keep going. We got to whack these little pins out of here too, so use the rubber mallet. Give it a good smack. No problem, no problem, G. Grab these things, which are great for pulling out brad nails, especially when you've mucked up and you get it wrong. Probably going to be a bit of glue drippage, so let's get a piece of cardboard or something. Okay guys, we were getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. I got to glue up the sides as well. So you got to kind of like take it all apart. Not kind of like, we got to. Good. Okay. Get our glue. Where's our glue? Right here. Oh. I gotta come up with a better way to do this, man. This is brutal. Brutal. Okay guys, I think we've got this run pretty decent now. We'll put a couple of brads in it just to hold it. Keep your fingers out of the way of the brads. If they pop through and nail your finger, it's going to smart, man. Alright. For all intents and purposes, this thing is together. More or less. Better or worse. Holy crikey. Still got to do the middle one. Take these things off. And maybe a little bit of a gap down there for some odd reason. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't build the blanket thing. Oh, actually, yeah, I did. Rag here. No big deal because we're going to be painting this thing, not staining it. There's the inside. This thing is going to be a behemoth when it's done. We're going to need the tractor to get it off the workbench and onto the floor. Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, so we've got this thing kind of glued together. We still need to put in our middle here, which we're going to probably, I guess, do right now. Agreed. Alright, let's keep going. What we're going to do is for the brads, we'll draw a line right down the middle, and hopefully that will give us a guide where to shoot, because it really sucks when you miss. And how can you tell I've done that before? Oh yeah! Oh. like I said, there's a bit of glue on the inside, but you know, who gives a crap? We're going to paint it. When we lift this thing off of here, this thing is going to be a behemoth. This is probably 1.5 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood. Yeah, it's going to be big and heavy. Talk to me, Goose. Good. Take long to glue this last one in. Oh. Whoa, this is big, gnarly, and ugly, and heavy. Make sure there's nothing in there that's gonna botch up aligning this thing. Agreed. Oh. Schmoopy schmo. Holy crap, I didn't put one through. You guys are getting that cool 80s angle, whatever that means. How do we do? Oh! Might have one. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. I think it was just maybe glue. Okay. As you can or can't guess, the glue up is pretty much done. I don't think I'm going to do anything decorative here to hide this, because at the end of the day it's not that important to me. I mean, you know, everything's important, right? Don't get me wrong, but you know, sooner or later, sometimes you got to just say it's fine, it's good enough, don't worry about it. You just learn from your little goof ups and move on. What I would learn from this is, you know, yeah, I thought I measured and all that crap, blah, 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 you know. Make sure you cut them a little bit bigger than you need it when you're doing this kind of work, because you can always take a little bit more off, sneak up on the cut type thing. Can't put more back on though, so, you know, make sure you're taking it easy. All right, so all we've got to do now is paint it. Probably give it a sand. And paint the outside here. I'm very tempted to set the sprayer up for this. Sprayer is a lot of pooching about, but dang, it would go faster. Yes, it would. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. All right, everybody, that is it for today, I suppose. We got our two sides glued up, our top, middle, bottom. Now all we got to do is let it dry. I'm gonna let it dry overnight. I'll give it a good load of drying time so that when I come back to this thing, it's nice and solid. And then we got to think about what we want to do about painting it. Well, first we got to give it a sand, but that's whatever, right? But I'm going to paint it gray because that's the motif I'm going with for my shop furniture. But what I'm debating is, do I want to spray the paint on? Because I got a little Graco X5 sprayer. But the only problem with that is, well, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but it's a lot of mucking around to use. Setting it up, cleaning it, it really motors through the paint, man. Like you'll cruise through the paint. I've got a brand new 1 gallon, but yeah, I'm just kind of thinking that if I went to paint this, it would probably use all of it. And I'd have to probably end up going up to buy more. And a gallon of paint of reasonable quality is around $70. Definitely. So, but, I could just roll it on. I'd still rather bring it outside to do because I don't want, paint dripping all over my floor. The floor is pretty bent. There's not like a big pile of crap all over it and glue and old paint stains and whatnot. So I wouldn't mind it staying looking that way. So we'll leave it at that for now. We'll figure out what we want to do. This thing's got to dry, and then I got to do a couple other little projects that I'll probably just bring you along, kind of like a, stuff dwoodog has to do type thing. Pretty lame, but we got a little tractor, mini tractor project that will probably work it into the mix on the dwoodog, what dwoodog does when he's, gotta just, stupid little tasks that you're like, oh, I gotta go unhook the hose and bring the sprinkler in and drain the irrigation lines and, nothing very particularly fun about that or interesting, but gotta do it before winter hits because we're already into the second week of October or something like that. I give a check. I need to go to bed earlier. Been watching too much TV. And then, I don't know, we're gonna keep chopping the broccoli in here and getting this mess of a shop cleaned up because, I've got so much wood cutoffs and crap that I don't even know how to make heads or tails of it all, man. I've got a bunch outside too that, I don't know. I mean, on one hand, they're good to keep because, you just need an old scrap hunk of plywood or a 2x4. You don't want to cut a brand new one or have to muck around cutting anything. You just go to your little scrap bin and chances are you're going to find something that's useful. So, all right. Anyways, guys, we'll leave it at that for now. I'm going to go in and start editing this stuff. You keep chopping the broccoli and I'll chop it at my end. By the way, that's an old Saturday Night Live skit. Maybe just look up Saturday Night Live chopping broccoli and yeah, that's a really old one, man. If you remember that one when it was live, you're old school, I think. But give it a like. Give her a comment. Subscribe. Helps me, I suppose. I'm up to about 157 or so subscribers. So, we're moving along. We're not breaking any speed records here, but it's better than standing still or going backwards. All right. Double sayonara from the dwoodog. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and hanging in there with me.